Good morning. Just make sure the lamp's down on my work so you can see. And I want to show you the easy way I learnt to do a magic circle. I couldn't seem to understand what anyone was doing, no matter how many times I watched. So I finally worked this out, and this is how I do it. If you can already do it, that's wonderful. But if you're like me and you're just struggling, have a watch of what I'm doing and it might make a bit of sense. So I grab my yarn and I'm leaving a long tail. You don't have to once you get used to it, but I wrap it loosely around my finger and I hold on to it. My working yarn is on the right because when I first started I was working with the short tail, so that was one of my problems, and I've just got it loose enough that I can get my hook under. And this is how I've been starting my granny squares. So I go under both, I pull the back, I go under both, I pull the back one forward, and then I go and grab my working yarn, which is on the right hand side. I just pull it through. Then I grab my working yarn again and I'm going to chain 3. See how I'm making sure I'm grabbing my working. Now I'm not holding it how I normally do for working yarn. Once I get this chain 3 done, I'm sorted. Get through there. It's getting tighter and tighter. So I'm just going to move my finger and thumb up. And then I'm going to make sure I'm grabbing my working yarn again, still on the right hand side. And I'm going to go back into both loops this time, grabbing my working yarn and pulling it through. And at this stage I'm going to pull my finger out and I'm going to hold on to the bottom and put my yarn how it normally is for when I'm working. And I'm going to bring it through 2, bring it through 2, like a UK treble or a US double. And I'm going to do that again. And you could be doing a magic circle with single crochets. Whoops, it's just flipping around. So hold it. I always seem to hold it with my thumb. Bring it through 2, bring it through 2. So I've done there's my chain. And I've gone through both loops. And then I can just pull it tight if I want to. I can pull it as tight as I like, but I want to keep working through there. So I won't. So did that make sense? I hope that helps you. So then to keep doing my granny square, of course, I hold my yarn different to everyone else. Everyone else holds their finger up. I get a sore finger. I just use the gap between my 2 fingers. So I'll chain 2 just like normal. Yarn over and I'll keep going back into that big circle and making my clusters. So I'm making granny squares at the moment for my wearable project. Oops. And so there's another cluster of 3, and you can just move them around in a circle. There's my chain 2, and if I want to make that tighter, I just pull the circle, but I'm still working into it at the moment. So I hope that helps. It was just the way I kept grabbing at my right hand yarn. And so you can do that for any project that needs a tight circle so you don't end up with a big hole, especially when I was using the other yarn. It was very slippery, and every time I worked into it, the hole got bigger and bigger and bigger. So I had to learn the magic circle, otherwise I ended up with a great big hole like this. So it was no good. So I hope that helped. Bye.